There we have it. Trump is impeached for abuse of power and obstruction. He's going to face a trial in the Senate after the House vote yesterday. The markets haven't reacted as much to the event, the political event, to be honest, because, of course, there's still a lot to be done. We don't know if he's going to resign, but I believe that's unlikely to happen. We don't even know if he is going to be removed as well. So we have to hold our breaths and wait what happens on that end. Now, from a technical perspective, today we're going to analyze a few FX minor pairs, okay? And those are going to be the ones that I find to be interesting for the day for a number of reasons. Firstly, we're going to talk about the pound against the Aussie. We've had the pound being suffering by no deal Brexit fears, okay? And as well as the Australian dollar being moving higher as well because of the recent employment change numbers overnight. The other one we're going to look today will be the Canadian against the yen. Monetary policy in Japan overnight remained unchanged, a little bit dovish, I would say, as an event. The Canadian, of course, is moving to the upside because of the energy prices, higher energy prices in general. And the third one we're going to talk about will be the dollar against the Mexican peso. And that is because we are expecting the interest rate decision overnight at some point, if not mistaken. Let me just have a quick look. It'll be 7 p.m. GMT. To look for that one out. Now, don't forget also the pound Aussie is quite critical today because we are expecting the Bank of England interest rate decision, and it will be definitely one to have on our watch list for the day. So without further ado, I don't think we've checked the GBP Aussie for a while now. Well, anyway, I'm seeing this as a still, I mean, we're moving to the upside, right? With waves 1 and 2 done. So we're really looking at this being a primary to the upside with waves 1, 2, and 3 of the intermediate degree done. So now we're expecting prices to slide lower to complete wave 4 correction in the intermediate degree. Both the RSI and the MACD show very good signs of that, okay, on the 4-hour chart as well. Which is quite a strong indication that prices could indeed start moving low. Now, we've bounced at level 3 pretty much. We penetrated, but haven't really broken yet completely. But the thing is that this looks quite impulsive. So with waves 1, 2, 3, 4, probably going to see 5, and then ABC, and then down again to complete wave 4 in the medium term. Okay. Now, that's the technical perspective. Of course, this could change depending on the Bank of England's interest rate decision and how markets are going to be taking the Brexit news and headlines coming out. Now, the other one was the Canadian dollar against yen. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. This is exactly the same labeling as I had at that time. I didn't actually touch anything. All I did was to move these waves a little bit further to the right. So we're looking at these 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So we're looking at this being a flat correction with W, X, and Y nearly done. Okay, now once we break above this level, which is actually we did hit that level, anywhere between the 83.50 and 85.50, let's say, a big range. Yes, if you asked, we might start seeing prices moving lower. Now, I'm not seeing, excuse me, let me just go back there. Now, I'm not seeing any considerable, significant bias on the RSI and MACD. That's why I still think that we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 most likely. Okay, so in the smaller degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ended. So we could see a small correction down here, right, to around 83 or so, and then move up to complete. That will be wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then wave 5, anywhere between the, I believe, above the 84 level, okay? Probably to create a false break as well, and then we should be looking to move lower. Actually, that move to the upside as well, it would actually most likely form a very good divergence on both the RSI and MACD, okay? And the other pair I wanted to look is the dollar against the Mexican peso. Of course, on this chart as well, I didn't touch anything compared to last week, maybe actually 3 weeks ago. As you can see, that's obvious because we've had a WXY here that became a triple zigzag. So assume an X and a Z over here. Okay, so we've got that pretty accurately. We just, it was an extended one. So I think we talked about that being the case anyway back then. And we moved to the downside as we expected. So with waves, one second, with waves 1, 2 in the minor degree done, and now moving lower for wave 3, we're most likely going to see that taking out below intermediate wave 1, which is 1835. Medium term and short term, we can expect that to extend down to 1868 or so. Then we should be seeing a small correction and then a down again to move to the downside to take out minor 3, then 4 and 5. Thank you for watching and trade safe.